Hi, I'm Mark Kelly, professional wedding and portrait photographer and lead photographer for YBID Photography. Previously, I was in commercial automotive photography. I started as an assistant and then a managing partner and owner of a commercial automotive studio. And about 10 years ago, that business changed pretty drastically and I got out, and I've been shooting portraits and weddings ever since. All those years in the commercial studio, I was working with some of the best photographers in the world at what they did. And I paid attention to how they studied light and worked with light, and have brought that into my own photography. What I got from commercial photography was production, organization, and how it really all comes down to light. How to find light, how to make the light, how to modify the light. And so now I'm constantly looking for light, how light falls on someone's face, how I might be able to modify it, change it, and if there's not the right light there, I bring my own light. I break the day down into 5 groups: before, ceremony, formals, after, and reception. Before is pre-ceremony, the time obviously before getting married. For the girls, for me it's about the details, the dress, the shoes, the jewelry, and then the emotion. The bridesmaid zipping and bowing the last little bit, mom putting the necklace on, the bride looking at herself in the mirror or looking out the window. I can get some nice bride portraits at that time. The ceremony, there's a couple shots that I really like. Dad's last moment with the bride before they walk down the daughter, that's very nice. The groom's first look at the bride when the doors open and he sees her for the first time, typically up at the front of the church at that time. I get that. And then all the people in the first couple rows. Those are the important people, typically the family and friends. The formals are the formal parts of the day. People standing up straight, jackets are buttoned, people standing in a row. I'm not the fastest in the world at those, but I move through them pretty quickly and try and keep it pretty well organized. I've got a script that I run through in my head where I could be doing a shot and I pretty much know who's coming next, and I'll turn and say, okay, someone's on deck, and then someone's on double deck, and go find the brother, and so we try and move through that day pretty quickly. And then at the end of that, I like to get some more bride portraits. I change the lighting a little bit and get shots of just the bride in the church with gorgeous light. After is the bridal party shots and the romantics, and these are way more casual, way more fun. Jackets are unbuttoned, people are relaxing. I'll typically start with the bridal party, do a couple situations of them if we've got time, and or another photographer. I'll take the girls and do something, and the other photographer will take the guys and do something. We'll switch, and then we'll get more shots like that. And then after we think we've got enough, we'll send the bridal party away, and they can go back to the bus or they can go into the hall, whatever. And we spend time on the romantics, which is one of my favorite parts of the day. The romantics are a time to practice portraiture, which I love, and play a little bit. I'll typically get the couple in a nice situation, nice lighting, maybe pose them a little bit, get them started, and then with some cues, get them going, get them having fun, get them talking to each other, and we see what happens. We get some beautiful photographs that way. The reception is a pretty straightforward part of the day. The parts of the reception that I like are the reactions from the bride and groom to the people that are giving the toast. Often the bride will be crying when the bridesmaid is saying something very sweet, or the groomsmen will make the room chuckle or the groom chuckle. That's fun to get. And then the first dances, the bride and groom, of course, dancing together for the first time is very special. I usually have 2 different lighting setups with my 2 different cameras, one on one camera, one on the other. And then the father-daughter dance is one of my favorites. I'm the father of a teenager and may be in that situation soon myself, so dad dancing with his daughter is often a very special moment. I take the awesome responsibility of capturing, creating images for the couple very seriously while having fun along the way. I've got one chance to create these images, and there's no going back, there's no tomorrow, there's no fixing it later. So we've got to get it right. So it's a very serious responsibility. How do I make the couple comfortable? Well, I'm prepared, I'm professional, and I let them know that I know what I'm doing. I take charge when needed. I let things happen when not needed, and have the experience and hopefully the wisdom to know the difference. So often a couple will ask, well, what should we do in any given situation? And I'll tell them, well, here's what I would do if it was my wedding, but it's not my wedding, it's your wedding. So I encourage them to think about what they're looking for, what traditions they want to do or not do, and make it their wedding. It's your day, it's their day. Make it what you want. So what do I like best about wedding photography? Well, there's people looking their best, often in beautiful clothes, at wonderful locations, on one of the best days of their life. You know, why wouldn't I want to take pictures all day? It's like candy for a photographer. It's fantastic. So often I'll say to the couple, well, I would like to be out here all day photographing with you, but you've got friends and family that you want to go see, so we'll work out what is best. But it's fantastic. How do I describe my style? I'd say classic with a flair of modern. I like to shoot images that'll stand the test of time, that'll look great years from now. I'm always looking for new ways to bring fresh ideas into wedding photography. It's all I do.